Hey, 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 Leo, what's happening? I've got to give a shout out right away to Kitty Love Messages. She did make a special request for me to do Leo, so here I am, guys. I'm really excited to do this reading. I have, interestingly enough, enjoyed the energy of you all. So, absolutely beautiful here. But I always set intention whenever I am getting ready to do a reading and I say a prayer and I say I welcome in any signs and synchronicities that I need to give to Leo, right? And I just pay attention to what's going on around me. And I have these some of you may know what it's like to intuitively focus on the energy that's coming to me. And oh my, so much has come to me. It's going to take me a minute to get it all out. So stay with me, please. But I'm really excited because the flow of this reading feels so cool. So, and I want to have a little bit of fun and do things a little bit different. So be patient with me, okay? With all that being said, I want to start with the fact that love, right? Love is such a crazy thing, okay? For those of you who have not checked out Kitty Love Messages, you need to make sure you check her out. But I'm laughing inside because she actually does love stuff and I try to avoid that. So I'm embracing the energy and I feel this energy of someone who is yearning for love, right? Learning to be held, learning to be respected, yearning. I said learning for some reason, so pay attention to that. But at the same time, I feel the energy of someone being pushed away. So in the context of how I would explain this is, and this may be for some of you guys, but not all of you, but there was a breakup, right? And you finally stood your ground and you did whatever you needed to, or working on that, right? Establishing the boundary that I have learned that we are not good for each other, And so while they're over there still wanting to be with you, you're over here resisting that. And so know that, stay in that resistance. That's the advice that I'm getting on that. The things that I kept hearing, the song I Don't Want Your Garden by Hazlitt, it came to mind. And so in this energy, it's I realized I don't like the cold, and I feel cold around you. It's not just the temperature of the weather, but this is, someone feeling cold, and you're wanting to feel the feelings and the emotions and the all of it, But at the same time, how the way that they know love, you don't know, or you don't want, right? You know it differently, okay? And that's okay. But you do not have to try to, it doesn't make you a bad person, okay? It's okay to want more. But I know that this is really hard because I get a feeling of this existing in the energy, but not completely disconnecting. So I can understand how hard this could be. So I'm going to go into the cards a little bit here, but like I saw a seesaw, and you know, in that energy, when what I was feeling was the up and downs and the highs and the lows, and it's really good now and it's not so good later, you know, all of these things. This is why I don't do love readings, because it's hard for me to like express this. So but I also kept getting an alarm, okay? And with that, I want to be sure when I get done with what is on here that I revisit and get a reading on that, but I ran out of space. So I'm going to go ahead and channel the cards, and we'll get to that, okay? Know that you don't have to be alone, and also know that you don't have to settle, okay? So this is the Rider-Waite decks. However you say it, I don't have the thing here, but this is the original tarot. And he has the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups in reverse. And these fell out together, and when things come out together, I really like to read them together. And so with that being said, you know, of course there was a betrayal that is, you know, bringing you to the feeling of depression and heavy heart and blockage, right? Creative blockages. Like, it's hard to really feel because of the way that you were betrayed and the hurt that was given to you. And like, know that I read the word ulterior motives, and I heard not everyone has an ulterior motive. So take that with you however it fits in your life, okay? And then I have the Wheel of Fortune. So with this being said, the full moon, I believe, is tomorrow. I know it's like real close. I am not an astrologer, but I am here to tell you that it's supposed to be very intense. And I have been already feeling the energies and like, oh my goodness. But this is, you know, to me, that the things that I heard when I looked at this card is you've punished yourself enough. The karmic wheel is turning. It's over, right? And the other thing that I feel is that you don't have to stick around to see the karma come back on someone, okay? You know it's going to. You just have to trust. We, you know, as spiritual beings, we have to really believe and trust that the universe has our back, and is, you know, that's how it works. That's how it works. So, you know, I don't know if you believe in tenfold or where your beliefs are, but it comes back, you know. It's not yours to necessarily give them that or to heal them, you know. It's time for you to express yourself, right? And it's time for you to feel something different than that, you know. And then I have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and this is isolation. But in this isolation, I feel growth. I feel someone learning themselves on a deeper level, which can be very lonely and exhausting. So be respectful of yourself and sleep if you need to sleep. And it's okay to be sad. You know, it's okay for something to not go nowhere. You know, not everything has to go somewhere. It's okay that it doesn't. But with that being said, I have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So, you know, this is burnout and, you know, overdoing things, done with it, you know. So this is like doing work, and then just existing and, maybe watching the TV, or, doing the same actions over and over and over every day. So whenever I put these down and I finished it and I looked over it, I literally got the feeling that things need to be spiced up. And also I spoke about the creative block, right? And so then I went ahead and I pulled cards here, and I asked, how can I help you work through your creative blocks through this time? And so I'm going to go ahead and put these away. The number 37. And I also got, which is kind of interesting, pay attention to now I'm getting from 06 to 08. Okay. So 2006 to 2008. I don't know why I'm being directed to that, but take that with you. And, also check out, it's a song, I don't have any idea who sings it, but it literally just came out a couple of days, and I got alerted on my TikTok, and it come to the For You, and they had just put it on the stuff. But it's the name of the song is I Forgive You for Me. And so, in this forgiveness, we need to let that go, right? Like, I forgive you for me, not for you, not for anyone else, but for me, because it's time for me to move forward. It's time for me to work through this, okay? And then in my body, I started feeling where I'm learning how to work out trauma out of my body, okay? Now I am just a beginner. I am just learning this stuff because I, am trying to grow my spiritual gifts and to be able to share with others. But something that I seen was for you to take right here where your collarbone goes to your shoulder, and you take it and you do a circle here, right? And so when I do this, and I just do it until it loosens up, right? But interestingly enough, when I decided to feed into the energy of why that was bringing me to that, it pointed out and showed to me that for you, whoever this is, if you were to do that right now, you would feel the pain actually in now sometimes it could be a mirror, but for me it was my right shoulder. And for that is the feminine side, right? Masculine is on the right side. So this would be mother wounds, and go in on that, because this shows me it is like keeping you distant, and it would help you to be more compassionate towards yourself and nurturing and caring, and not to be so hard on yourself. We have a tendency to be hard on ourselves. I do it myself all the time. Self-sabotage, those are all these things that are coming to my mind. And so try to work through, if you're feeling a stiff area in your body, don't just leave that energy sit there. So you can go, with your shoulder, work it out, I'm not a professional, guys. I'm just figuring this out. But if my hips bothering me, I'll go do stretches and walk. And then when I am doing this, I think of I just let whatever come to me whenever it's happening. Okay. Then I got, joy and stability. So this is just trusting that you're at a good point in your finances, and that you don't have to stress over this anymore, okay? The flow is coming. It's happening. And I know, yes, bills still come due every month, and maybe it's not perfect, but the whole thing of this that they're showing me is that if your bills are paid, right, like, don't stress over it too bad, because, like, instead of being like, I don't know how they're showing me, it's like you have a tendency to maybe stress over it. You want to make sure you're ahead of everything, and like the worry has to be released, right? Just like, right now everything's good. Make yourself feel safe, and then just trust in the stability that it's coming, so that your focus can go elsewhere, okay? And then I got the message from the third eye underneath that. So for me, when I think of my third eye, I think of a knowing, I think of spiritual trusting in God. I think of, that when you give with your heart and you're not in your ego, then that comes back to you, like, I feel a very giving soul here, that like, Kitty, okay, so you put out that amazing post and you shared everybody's name, which I don't even know how to link people, so I would do it if I knew how, but I am not, I'm learning, okay? I'm a whole work in progress. But anyways, you called out all these other readers on your page and shared that so caringly. That's the energy that comes back to you, right? And so, you have a big heart and you want to help people, and you're giving and you're caring, but also know that there is a line, right, that needs to be drawn, and to know your worth, okay? And that's not just for Kitty, guys. This is for everyone that I'm reading for. I was just using an example, okay? Take with you what fits. And y'all, give me a like and a follow if you haven't. Comment, let me know what you guys are feeling here. I know this is running really long, but I knew it was going to be a lot. But anyways, so the block came through again here at this point. I have the reach out card in reverse. So this is showing me a block, right? And I have the embrace. Interesting. I have the embrace card here in reverse. But I was showing you earlier about moving your arms and stuff. So I don't know if maybe there's somebody here that has a shoulder issue or whatever, but they're bringing me back to the shoulder area. But anyways, you don't need anything from someone else, like reassurance or you're not being punished, and you don't have to always what is this? Hold on one second. I'm sorry, guys, just to get some clarification here, because what the heck? I got the Death card and the Nine of Cups. So this is allowing an ending to happen so that you can have everything that you're looking for. You can't allow other people to hold you back. If someone is saying something to you that is triggering you, let it go. Like, you don't have to take in whatever it is that they're saying. And also, like, workflow, right? When we, as healers, or whoever that you are, but Kitty, I'm sure she has the feeling of being, you know, a healer. She puts her heart out to people. She does these love readings and all of that. So she's constantly giving. So you got to allow yourself to receive and give to yourself. That's this blockage that I was asking, like, how can you work through this, you know? So try to, like, bring back that passion. How can you spark that fire, right? For your work again. I'm just giving you what's come to me, but like, try to spice it up, you know? Try to do things differently in your, you know, love life per se, or, you know, in your reading, right? Get yourself a new deck or a crystal or something. Freshen your area up. Make it look different. Buy yourself a new outfit so you feel good when you're looking at yourself, you know? Like, find a way to bring back the passion, okay? Not that I'm over here telling you that you're not passionate about it, but I'm sure you get everything that I'm saying. Like, I really had a tough week this last week because I was struggling with my mental health, and so I was finding it very hard to give out advice out to people in that department when I was struggling with myself. So I wonder if that makes sense. I'm sure it does. So then I got the manifest card here. And so this is a block of manifestation. But so just trust. Again, we're going to go back into that. You know, and I know I feel stagnant in this energy. So, but when you really make closure, when you really allow this ending to happen, you know, like I said, there's still like a space of something being held on. And if this isn't resonated for everyone, then that's fine, but it's what keeps coming back to me, so I have to give what's coming to me. And if it's not necessarily a relationship that this is, or a loved one, a lover, you know, this could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be mom issues, you know what I mean? Like, so you guys place it wherever it is that you need to place it. And then I got the detached card. So like I said, it's this letting go of what no longer serves you. And know that there is something more out there that's coming, okay? Let go and release this stuff. What, you know, let it go. It no longer serves you, okay? And it's time to shine. Time to shine, okay? Time to let go of that repeating patterns. You know, this is staying in this pattern. So try to make closure on the same pattern. Do it different. Do it different this time, right? Whatever you have been doing, do it different. But abundance is coming, okay? Abundance is right around the corner. But I have intimacy here. This is a really beautiful deck. It's called Elemental Empath Oracle. And it is by me. I'm going to butcher it. Miyuki Rose. But there is, you know, like, if in the book, it gives like different ways that you can work through this. But intimacy is not just sex, right? This is looking at yourself, telling yourself you're beautiful. This is, you know, allowing yourself to, for example, you know, when you sit next to someone, instead of being like so correct and so like disconnected from them, this is like rubbing, maybe letting yourself rub elbows with them, or it's okay for your legs to touch, right? This is letting go of the disconnect here, right? Allow yourself to be yourself and to be comfortable. But move your body to move your emotion, right? So body emotion stays in motion, and working through and getting the stuff stuck out of your body. Feel, don't think, right? Feel it. Feel it. I know it's not easy, but we don't have to necessarily get hurt when we love. We will not always be attacked by someone, right? So allow yourself to feel. It doesn't mean it's always going to hurt. But I love this. I ask overall what you all need to understand what is coming for you. And it's have faith in your dreams. And you're very close to achieving your goals. And that come out in reverse. But this tells me that it's not going to happen until you break the cycle. Okay? So break the cycle. Sometimes we just need to hear it from someone else. We may already know, you know. We may already have been trying and we can't figure out how. But hopefully something in my message has gotten you to help you through that. And I want to real quick. I know it is 25 minutes, guys. Thanks for hanging if you're still here. The alarm, right? Let's look into the alarm and see what it is that is trying to get your attention. Ask yourself, how can I support you today? Right? Did you guys just see that orb? I'm going to have to watch back. I swear I just saw an orb. Clarity. Get motivated. Get motivated. Get moving. Blockages to creativity. That's the red flag. That's the red alarm. That's like, come on, we got to get this moving. We got to do this because it's a new start. Start today, right? Let's get physical. Physical. Insecurity. Let go of these. You're absolutely beautiful just the way you are, love. All of you. All of you. And the Magician in reverse. It's blocking your manifestations. This is destructive force. This is you being your own worst enemy, right? You allowing others to continue to treat you some type of way, you know? And even though you may have like a tough exterior, I know that sometimes it hurts, you know, and I'm sorry for that. And I know this isn't easy, but especially during this time, if you're feeling some type of way like I am, it's okay to cry. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to turn on music, but let it go. Release it. Don't stay in it for too long. Okay. That all to me, whenever I was super depressed, was something was missing. And I had to give that to myself. And I had to find that in myself. I couldn't put blame on anyone else anymore. And I had to start encouraging myself to do more for me. And it really does help. So I hope this message helps someone. My heart goes out to you all. I love you so much. Oh, really, really quick. I did pull a few charms here too, for you all to be able to ask for signs and synchronicities from the universe. If you want to ask, you know, to guide me and show me how I can work through this block, then, you know, ask for signs and synchronicities. And that can be, I got a lizard here, and you guys can look this up too. The meaning of the lizard may be what you need in order for you to move past and work through something. And then I have a squirrel, which is so funny because whenever I was getting ready for this reading, it took me forever to sit still and to actually be in the energy. I kept thinking squirrel, like squirrel thoughts, like, oh, I gotta go do this, and oh my goodness, I gotta set this up first, and oh yeah, I need to make sure I turn this on, you know, like squirrel moments. So I love that. And the unicorn. The unicorn. But no more distractions. That's what that squirrel says. No more distractions. This is all about you, right? It's all about how everything makes you feel and what you're getting back. The feeling of fulfillment. The feeling of love. That's everything. All right, guys. I think I got it. I hope I did anyways. All right. Get on my business page if you would like a reading, guys. You guys can reach out to me here in comments, and we can get in contact with each other. Or my Facebook business page. You can reach out to me by Messenger, and I have LinkedIn there where you can go and schedule a reading, which I do need to figure out how to connect that here on my YouTube too. But I'm a work in progress. And you can book a reading with me. I have availability, and I appreciate you all so, so, so very much. I love you. Bye for now.